Alright, so it's really nice to know how to solve equations because then we actually know how to solve linear inequalities. It makes our life a lot easier. We just have to solve for x, but with inequalities, you may have one inequality sign, you may have two. So what you need to do is what you do to one side, you may have to do to both, or you might have to do to all three, which sounds stressful, but it's really not as bad if you guys remember this. Alright, so again, I see parentheses, so the first thing I'm going to take care of is those. So distribute that 3 out, you get 3x minus 3 plus 2 is less than or equal to 5x plus 6. Combine your like terms on one side first, you get 3x now minus 1 is less than or equal to 5x plus 6. Alright, try to get your x's to one side, so I'm going to subtract 3 over. So I'd get negative 1 is less than or equal to 2x plus 6. Subtract my 6 over. I've got negative 7 now is less than or equal to 2x. Divide both sides by 2. I'd get negative 7 over 2 is less than or equal to x. Alright, that's really all it is. On to the next one. I see a bunch of fractions, so I'm looking for that least common denominator. I see my denominators are 3, 2, and 4, so I need a number, preferably the smallest number, that those three numbers can go into. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, well, 2 goes into 4, but 3 doesn't. But now I'm starting to think of other numbers, and the first number I can think of that all three of these particular numbers go into in the denominator is 12. So I'm going to multiply through by 12. So all three terms get multiplied by 12. So now I just do 12 divided by 3, which is 4, times the x, which is on the numerator. 12 divided by 2, which is 6, plus times the 1 that's on top, is greater than 12 divided by 4 should give me 3 times the x that's in the numerator. And then finally, 12 times 1 gives me 12, divided by 3 should give me 4. That looks a lot less stressful than all of those fractions. Alright, cleaning this up a little bit. So I got 4x plus 6 is less than 3x plus 4. Alright, so now I'm just trying to get my x's to one side. So subtract my 3x over. I should just get x plus 6 is greater than 4. Nice. Subtract my 6 over. I should get x is greater than negative 2. And I'm done. Alright, finally, C. This is something I was talking about. You might see an inequality with two particular inequality signs. So what I do to one side, I have to do now to all three. So my goal is still to get the x by itself. So what's with the x right now? Well, I see that 3 and that 18. So first thing I would do normally is get rid of 18. I'm still going to do that. So subtract 18 from all three sides. So I'd get negative 12 is less than or equal to 3x, which is less than which is 9. Alright, so now I normally divide by 3, so I'm still going to divide by 3, but I just have to remember to do it to all three sides. So I would go ahead and I would get negative 4 is less than or equal to x, which is less than 3. And with that, I'm done. Alright, similar thing going on in D. I've got to have my 3 in my denominator go away because most of us don't like fractions. So since I've got to multiply to get rid of that denominator in this particular portion, I've got to multiply everything by 3 on all three sides. So I'm going to get negative 9 is less than or equal to that 3 cancels out with that 3, leaving with just the numerator, which in this case is 2x plus 5, is less than or equal to 15 now. Alright, now it becomes just like problem C. Try to solve for x just like you would in a linear equation. So subtract 5 over on both sides. I get what? Negative 14 is less than or equal to 2x, which is less than or equal to 10. Alright, divide both sides by 2. Both sides, all three sides by 2. And we should be done. So I'd get negative 7, which is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 5. So x is between negative 7 and 5 is all that tells me. Alright, have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys tomorrow.